Exactly 1 year ago today from recording this podcast, I went on a winter retreat with my sister. This is when I witnessed the true meaning of shifting your mindset. It was February 2022. At this point in her cancer journey, she had lost the ability to balance and hence walk. The cancer had spread, which gave her a mix of symptoms including permanent vertigo and blurred vision, amongst others. She was still her regular energetic self, mind you. She never let her diagnosis slow her down. But that's not what stood out to me. What truly stood out to me on this retreat was her mindset. As I mentioned, she was now in a wheelchair, so we made sure to rent a cottage with a wide open space so she can roll around freely throughout the day. I never realized how inaccessible public places actually are until I started helping my sister get around in her wheelchair. It was something that I would always worry about. Can we go to this location? Does it have an elevator or a ramp? Is it in a tight space? When we finally arrived to the spot, I meticulously inspected the area for any hazards, and I rearranged some furniture to free up some space. You could clearly see the stress on my face.
Good job, Justin. Is there a lot left in the car?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, get the groceries outside.
What a guy. What a guy.
As I'm doing so, I turn around and I can see Nalie rolling around in her wheelchair back and forth, putting away her toiletries and doing a few things on her own. She then says something that opened my eyes and will forever be ingrained in my mind. She goes, "Isn't it great? This wheelchair is such a blessing." This whole time I'm thinking, she must be so sad, so angry, so discouraged at the fact that she can't use her legs. Legs she's walked on for over 30 years. Legs that made her an amazing dancer, an amazing athlete. Legs she's traveled and walked around the whole world with. Legs she can no longer balance on. Yet, she's here today saying she's blessed. She then said to me, "Without this wheelchair, I would literally be stuck on the couch all day. I'm so lucky to have these tools so I can move around again." The next morning, we decided to have a creative day. I would work on some video content and she wanted to do some painting. She propped up her canvas looking out towards the living room panoramic window that overlooked this beautiful frozen lake. She took a couple brush strokes before saying, "What a magnificent view. I'm so happy I can see all this." To give you context, a few weeks before this retreat, Nalie truly thought she was going blind. She wore an eye patch for most of the day because her left and right eye were unsynced from her brain, so to speak. So she had double vision, unless she closed one eye or squinted. So on this beautiful winter day on our retreat, as she was painting her heart out, she wasn't thinking of that eye patch she had to wear. She wasn't complaining about how blurry her vision was. She was just so grateful to see out into the world with the vision that she still had. A privilege that many don't have. She was aware of that. A little side note, a few days later, she was prescribed spectacles that, when worn, recalibrated her vision. And trust me when I say she did not stop talking about how grateful she was to have those new glasses. Now, every day on this retreat, we took the time to exercise. We did some gentle mobility moves, some strength exercises, some seated cardio, and a bit of stretching. Exercise was always a big part of Nalie's life. She was an all-star baseball player as a kid, as the only girl in an all-boys league. She was also a high school basketball player and even became a captain of a cheerleading squad in college. In her 20s, she became an avid gym goer and a yoga fanatic, and ended up being an ambassador at a local boutique health fitness club. As her cancer got worse towards the end of her journey, she obviously wasn't moving as nimble as she once was, and certainly lost a lot of strength and energy. But after every workout session that week at the cottage, she would say with confidence, "I'm so strong," in that iconic Nalie voice. She wasn't weak because she could only lift a fraction of what she used to. She wasn't weak because she could no longer balance on her own. She wasn't weak because she didn't have the stamina that she once did. She was strong because of everything she was capable of doing despite all these obstacles set in front of her. She was strong because she was trying everything in her power to remain strong.
Good job. Keep going.
She was so grateful of that strength she still had and took advantage of it, and she savored every moment of it until her very last day on this earth. This would be the last workout we would do together. She passed away the next month. I know you were all shocked when you heard the news claiming that she looks so strong. How's that even possible? Well, now you know. She never gave up, and it showed. You have the ability to change your mindset from negative to positive at any moment. You have the ability to see the bright side of things. You have the ability to be grateful and count your blessings despite the challenges set in front of you. Even in the worst case scenario, there is an ounce of good that you can always extract. If you catch yourself complaining at the fact that you need to do daily walks, be grateful that you can actually walk. If you catch yourself complaining about a workout that you need to do, be grateful that you can move and breathe and recover and change your life to be better. You still have that privilege at this moment in your life. You won't always have it, and many people no longer do. Rather than thinking that you have to work out, shift your mind into understanding that you get to work out. You are blessed with all these privileges. It's time to take advantage of it and savor these opportunities while you can. Just like my sister who faced so many negatives, she was always able to see the positives. She didn't let her last day drift away feeling sorry for herself. She savored each and every blessing that she still had. You are blessed beyond imagination, an infinite times more than you think. Shift your mindset into finally seeing how lucky you are, how privileged you are, and I promise you will stop taking your health for granted. Wake up every morning with this new perspective and you'll start and finish your day strong. I know that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm inviting you to do it as well. For the next 7 days.
You have to believe it to see it.
Why'd you do that?
Because you're not showing your shirt.
Oh, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Oh, you want me to go like this?
Well, you showed